We're going to have teams on the field that are going to be there 24 hours a day because we have flights coming in all day long to reinforce those recommendations. What are the recommendations? We're asking every travelers, Quebecers, Canadian, or visitors to stay at home for 14 days. This means you do not go to work, you do not go to school, you do not go in public places, you do not have visitors. If you're coming in not with your families and you have to live in the same house, we're asking you to be isolated in the room. And if you get into contact with your family, you have to wear a mask and keep a distance of 2 meters. Of course, we reinforce the recommendation to wash your hands, and wash your hands. We're also asking the travelers to take their temperature 2 times a day and to watch the apparition of symptoms like fever, cough, respiratory distress, nausea, or vomiting.
I think it's important to add an extra layer of precaution and sending a very strong message to anyone arriving through Montreal airport that this situation is serious, that we have an individual responsibility and we have a social one to have, a collective responsibility as well. And we have been talking, of course, with the provincial and the federal, like we talk with them every day, and we're definitely looking for solution. But one thing for sure is that when a city the size of Montreal, when a metropolis decides to close their installation, like sports and cultural and everything, we're asking, and let's think about businesses, restaurants and bar, we're asking a huge efforts from the population. And so I think it's absolutely normal at this point to raise the level of precaution, and not only precaution, but expectations towards people that are entering Quebec and Montreal. We need to make sure that people get it. This is not something we take lightly. We want to contain the virus. The fastest we do this, the better, and the fastest we will go back to our normal life. And when I think about small businesses and families at home, with the kids, everybody wants to go back to normal.